Hello guys and welcome back to the top tier of PC racing on F1 2016 on Apex Online Racing. This is round 3, the Chinese Grand Prix, and we are back with another set of broadcast highlights taken from the live stream that was hosted by King Kodiak on his Twitch channel last Sunday. Coming off the back of the first two races where the Ferrari drivers, especially Tirano Tigger, had looked very dominant, it didn't quite work out for them in this qualifying session, where the rain surprised everyone by coming down at a very early point in the session and making it almost like a first come first served scenario of getting laps in on the dry tyres. It was Berg von Trips that managed to take advantage of this and take pole position for his first time in the season, with Tirano Tigger down in 7th place on the grid and his teammate Marco almost at the back, with several drivers being caught out, failing to get a dry time on the board and having to resort to the intermediates in the shootout for 11th. This all lined things up for a very exciting race, so with that I will hand you over to the live commentary with King Kodiak and this week also Fake Ghost Pirates.
Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wind them up and let them go! And away they go. Now I'm going to hold position for a second. Now I'm going to retire to make sure my car is out of the way. Now I just have to wait for the interface to give me control. Looks like a massive queue going into it, and there goes Fake Ghost Pirate past me. Right, Berg von Trips has hung on to that, so he's going to go to the outboard shot. Berg von Trips holding on to the race lead. If I get my keys right, O'Darn still in second. Whoa, that Red Bull of Raven then has lost her second place to the Force India. He's looking to retake it. Oh, and is that Race Fanatic getting very brave on the brakes then for trying to overtake Non-Runner, but deciding better of it at this stage. Whoa, no sooner do I say that, I think he's actually got him.
Yeah, very close racing actually. Raven down into second position. He's already lost the position. He's coming under threat as well from Non-Runner in that Williams, very close behind him. Oh, and Berg von Trips nearly losing the back end there through that double left-hander complex, and here comes Non-Runner in the Williams, but Raven goes very defensive into that left-hander. So here we go through the very long increasing radius corner and just struggling to get on the power, of course. Very difficult to know when to get on the power as everybody comes onto the very long straight now. Going to be lots of slipstream going on, but no DRS just yet.
Race Fanatic seems to be jumping here, there and everywhere, so he is having a bit of lag problem, it would seem, at this point. Whoa, and that's Force India just seen jumping out from the straight. We've got 3 wide coming into turn 14, or just jumped on with Fizzy, seeing people around him. The Fizzy fan hanging on to that 10th position on those medium tyres. Goes, oh, well, we've got someone out. Someone has hit the wall. It's Lon, I think. Yes, Lon has spun and is going the wrong way, trying to recover himself. The Williams now way down the order in last position.
And Raven has lost a number of positions as well. Started second, dropped down to third. Then I think there was actually some contact between himself and Non-Runner. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but he finds himself now down into 5th position. So 3 places down off of where he qualified. So not been a great start for Raven so far. It has been a great start for O'Darn, though, who is currently running in 2nd position and still just about keeping touch with Berg von Trips, but that gap between 1st and 2nd really starting to grow.
Race Fanatic has gone up into 3rd position, then he's taken the Williams. Where has Non-Runner gone, actually? There he is, he's down to 6th place, so he's had a misgiving of some description, and finds himself in 6th position fighting.
I think it was him and Raven that made contact. I think they dropped down together. I think they had a contact at the hairpin at the end of the very long straight, and I think that lost them a couple of positions each.
That would make sense. A Race Fanatic certainly capitalising on that. In 3rd place here, we're just watching Berg, O'Darn, Race Fanatic, and Nuka then. Oh, and that Race Fanatic is just jumping around everywhere.
Yeah, definitely some connection issues. I think they're going to be side by side into the hairpin. Can Race Fanatic outbrake him? I believe he has.
Oh, that's so close!
Not the best. Oh, yeah, he's going to do it around the outside. O'Darn's going to drop down into 3rd position, and with Nuka just behind as we start lap number 3, DRS becoming activated now, but they won't see it until we get until Sector 3, of course, with the detection line before the start-finish line. So DRS activated now, but again, won't see it for a little bit now. Oh, we've got some side-by-side battling going on. Nuka moves up ahead of O'Darn, takes that 3rd place position into turn 1.
Nicely done. Now, I was just looking at where Tirano Tigger was, and he's down in 8th, so he's actually lost a position from his start and is not able to make much of an impact at this point. What tyres is Tirano Tigger on? He's on the soft, so those around him must be on the super soft tyre. Oh no, we've got some mixture of soft and super soft runners around. So Tyranno Tigger not having a great race so far.
Nope, and actually, Non-Runner and Raven continuing to battle side by side into the high-speed left-hander. Nuka's gonna, he's gonna have the inside line as Non-Runner for the right-hander, and he's gonna get that position. But he's got his mirrors full of Red Bulls as he has to go around the outside now, defending that position even further from Raven, who is looking very, very racy in that Red Bull, and Raven's teammate Sebi as well, not far behind. So he's going to have to worry about both of those Red Bulls very, very close to him. Again, DRS is activated now, and I don't believe Non-Runner is not going to get the DRS here. He might lose a couple of positions.
Now I've got a lovely shot here looking back from Raven. That's Sebi that's gone to the inside of the track on the soft tyres. Raven on the super softs. Can he maintain that 6th position? Both Red Bulls having DRS, and indeed that's Sebi having a look on the inside. Is he going to claim the position? No. Just about. Oh, they're still going, still side by side as they heading down to 16. And Raven hangs on to that position by the merest of margins. Almost oversteers as he gets onto the start finish straight. And again, Sebi jumping around his teammate, trying to claim that position. He's got him at the moment, but he got him. He got him before the braking zone of turn 1. Goodness me.
Oh,
it's run wide.
Though. Yep, that's going to lose him at least a couple of positions. We got a Sauber that's turned around as well. A Sauber making contact with Tyranno Tigger. I'm not sure who that was.
I tried to figure out. Is it Cool Cat? Nope, Cool Cat's still running. So, Nally, no, he's a Toro Rosso. I'm trying to figure out who that was. No, I've lost who it was, unfortunately.
I think it was Cool Cat, actually.
Oh, was it? Cool Cat's the only Sauber runner in. That's right. Oh, sorry for talking over you there.
Yep, 2 Mercedes in the top 3, and the Ferraris are well down the order as well, who are, of course, currently the championship. The constructors' leaders is Ferrari with the 1-2 from their team. It's been a fantastic result. In fact, they have yet to finish outside of the podium. They've got 2 wins, a 2nd and a 3rd out of the 2 races so far. But they are right down at the back as Tyranno Tigger making a move on ACR Raven. He has managed to navigate past both of the Red Bulls. Tyranno Tigger showing exactly why he is the championship leader right now as he moves up now into 5th position. So after a lackluster start, which you spotted earlier in the race, he was down in 9th position, I believe you said it was. He's now up into 5th and ahead of both of those Red Bulls.
And Marco only 2 cars down, so the both Ferraris then making their way through the field to try and do a bit of damage reduction on what's happened so far. Raven stuck right in the middle of those 2 Ferraris, not somewhere he would ideally like to be.
Actually, that's Sebi. Raven's in the pits. That's Sebi. That's
I beg your pardon. So it is.
Raven just came into the pits at the end of lap 4. He's coming out now on a set of mediums.
I see. Right, let's check in then with our... The race lead has changed. Race Fanatic has got the race lead. Oh, he's off! Oh, no, he's not. He's lagging here, there, and everywhere. Nuka is in 2nd. Where's Berg gone?
He's down in 8th right now. I'm not sure what happened. I completely missed that. I think that's when I was checking on Raven in the pit box. But yeah, Berg von Trips, I don't think he came into the pits. I believe he's had some sort of mistake, some sort of issue, and that's dropped him right down to the tail end of the top 10.
He's now stuck in between Mini Black and Fizzy, so on potentially second-hand tyres, then he's stuck behind the charging Fizzy. He started on those mediums and is going to go quite some way. He's defending already from the Renault behind.
Yeah, I expect Fizzy to go until at least 10. Both of them are going to get DRS. Actually, so is the Force India ahead of them. So all 3 of them with the DRS. Fizzy braking very nicely. He gets it done, but Berg von Trips carrying just that little bit more speed, able to shoot around the outside. Again, Fizzy, ever the gentleman, giving lots of room. Very respectful racing from those guys. So yeah, Berg von Trips now up into 7th after making that overtake.
Tyranno Tigger's come in. I just saw him battling with Raven through 14, 15, and 16 as the Ferrari has shot into the pits then. Second then is Nuka. Now 2.5 seconds separates the top 2, but that is non-runner going out around the outside of the...
Wow.
Oh my god, that was brave. Nuka giving Racing Run then just come through turn 10 on that short straight then up. So brilliant move by the Williams there, having full faith in the fact that Nuka would give him racing room and he did, but those super softs must be utterly shot to pieces now on that Mercedes.
Oh, it is that
Puncture on Nooker, yes, front right puncture on the Mercedes. Then that's Marco and Sebi that's just gone past him. Marco into the pits. Sebi continues. Well, it was a good thing he was so close to the pits then. And there we see the Renault of Fizzy has now gone up to 5th position, but he's got Mini Black all over him, so he's passed Mini Black at some point. And all outside maneuver for Mini Black. Can he make it stick? On the inside of turn 1, he's gone too wide. The Renault's going to have to claim him, but is the Renault going to keep hold of that in turn 2? No, the Force India's still there. Still side by side. They're coming through turn 3 and 4. And the Force India wins out just before turn 5, but Fizzy's still not letting it go. Still side by side down towards turn 6. This is surely advantage Fizzy. No, Mini Black's still in it. My God.
Oh.
Those two not letting that go. Now Mini Black's got the inside of the long turn 7. Surely Fizzy's going to have to let this one go. I said that. No, my God. No, Fizzy's won it. Fizzy has won that particular battle. Good God.
There he goes. Holy cow. Incredible stuff, though, from Mini Black and Fizzy. Great racing. Very respectful racing from both of them. I think there was a slight touch at one point, but I think that was Mini Black kind of losing the back end. Certainly, I don't think that was intentional. Burkhoff actually not far off behind as well in the McLaren Honda. He could get involved in this battle if he can buckle down and start putting in some quick lap times. He is also on the soft compound tire. Again, Fizzy, the only runner that started on the medium compound tires, and he's moved up now into 4th position, so clearly that has worked out pretty well for him. He's got Sebi just ahead of him. Oh, gosh, and actually, I apologize, I need to go back to Fizzy, because Mini Black's coming back at him inside line for the hairpin, and yeah, this battle is not done just yet.
I'm not sure my voice could have actually gone any higher when I was talking about these two. And Mini Black has come in. I'm not really surprised. Mini Black has decided to get rid of those soft tyres, so Fizzy back up to 4th place then. No, he's up to 2nd now. So that's Race Fanatic and Sebi that he has taken then. So who's going? Non-Runner is in the lead. The Williams has taken the lead of this race on the soft compound tyre. Non-Runner has come into the pits this time round, and so that is going to give the lead to this man, the Flying Banana, as is often referred to as the Renault of Fizzy, has taken the lead, or will do shortly, of this race. There we go. Fizzy now leads the Shanghai Grand Prix, the Chinese Grand Prix here at Shanghai. Nick B elevated to 2nd. Non-Runner, as we know, is just coming out of the pits. Does he retain that 3rd position? He does not. That is Race Fanatic in the Renault. He is now on the medium tyres, I believe. Yes, he is. So Non-Runner comes out in 4th position. Someone doesn't seem particularly happy on those medium tyres. It's Terrano Ticker down in 9th now in the Ferrari. His teammate Marco is actually opted for the softs, who's just taken 5th position from Odan then. We're just watching a 4-way battle. Ferrari, Force India, Red Bull, as Odan's jumped onto the inside. Oh my God, we've got impact! Big impact! Oh my goodness me!
Who's gone deep there? Somebody's gone. I think that's Raven. I believe that is Raven.
No, it was Marco. Marco was pushed wide by, I think it was Raven. Oh, and the Force India spun. The Force India. No. Oh, we've got major problems then here at turn 16. That's 3 cars out of position. We've got someone going backwards into the pit lane. That's one of the. Is that Sebi? It was Sebi in the Red Bull. Lost his front wing. My goodness me, that was a horrifically chaotic moment there. Sebi now way down in 13th.
Yeah, I think that was O'Darn just losing the back end at the final corner, which is very easy to do. Yeah, and his teammate Race Fanatic just doing his best to try and hold off Non-Runner here as they come onto the very long straight. Of course, Non-Runner here in the Williams is going to have the DRS here, and it looks like he's going to get the inside line as well, giving a lot of room to Race Fanatic. I imagine he's probably
because of the lag, I would suspect.
Yeah, you would expect. So he gives him lots of room, grabs the inside line though, and moves up a position. So pretty straightforward overtake for Non-Runner.
Fizzy is coming in then, so a little early then to be trying the one stop. What does he fit? Let's just watch him as he comes into his crew. Here's another set of mediums. Oh no, it's not. It's another set of softs. It's a set of soft tyres. Initially, I swear that those tyres appeared
white.
white.
Medium for me. They're showing medium on my screen. So I think your initial assessment may have been correct.
They are mediums. The tyres have mysteriously changed colour in between when he's pit crew and the end of the pit lane. So he's come out in 6th position then. After his stop, So who's taking the lead? Was it non-runner? It is indeed. The Williams non-runner takes the lead, but he has got rear-view mirror full of Renault as Race Fanatic is trying to keep that pressure on with those medium tyres.
Yeah, very interesting. Really a tale of two races for those two guys. Tyranno Tigger started pretty far down, while Raven started on the front row of the grid, and now they find themselves sharing the same piece of track just about, as I think Raven may have even gotten DRS off of Tigger there. If he didn't, he's certainly very close to DRS range. So that battle is... Oh,
Raven's
Raven
in.
actually comes in.
Raven is in to get rid of those medium tyres. Now, I just watched Fizzy blast past the Mercedes of... not Raven. The Mercedes of Nuka then under DRS on that back straight. Nuka trying to do something about it, but I don't think he's going to be able to before turn 1, and indeed he does not. So Fizzy back up to 4th place then. So Tyranno Tigger, after a fairly disastrous start, is beginning to get into a decent position, but I suspect he'll have to pit soon. Oh, again, a possible lockup for Burkhoff. Oh, that's close. McLaren and Toro Rosso very, very close as they come through turn 14. Into 16 then. Oh, and it did look like the Toro Rosso took a little bit too tight a line. And Coolcat's coming to the pit again. How many times has he pitted? That's got at least twice already.
Yeah, this will be his second time pitting already. Yep, so he might be another 3-stopper possibly. I can tell you, fastest lap so far is actually Nick B, and he just popped that in a couple of laps ago. Lap 13 for Nick B, fastest of anybody, with a 137.826 on the soft compound tires.
Good job, and was just I winced then, my buttocks clenched seeing the McLaren and Toro Rosso side by side through turns 3 and 4, and the Toro Rosso's jumped on the inside, but there's a slight bit of contact between Burkhoff and Nally. But both cars continuing unabated then. I suspect Nally may have slightly fresher tyres because he did really catch Burkhoff completely off guard on the braking zone of turn 6.
And just follow behind. Again, you know, the car in front of him, Nuka, is on the medium compound tires, Nick B on the softs. I think we're going to see an overtake attempt here into the hairpin. He switches back over to the right-hand side, grabs the inside line. Nuka very late on the brakes, though. Both of them take the racing line, and it's as they were. So Nick B holds on to that 5th place position, certainly.
Tyranno Tigger out in 5th position then with fresh rubber on. That is going to shape up to be a lovely, lovely battle. Oh, my God, his teammate is at the back of the field, though. I just switched to Marco. He's in 15th position on the medium tyre.
Had 3 stops already. 3 stops.
So he's been through the pit recently then. So
yeah. He's
blimey.
only run the mediums, so he's got to stop. The question with is whether or not he's going to go onto the softs, which would be the safe choice, or if he's going to go for the super softs, which would be the aggressive choice.
Well, he can't pit now. His teammate is in, so Race Fanatic has come in. So Fizzy is going to take the lead of this race, and there he comes in, coming through 16. Fizzy Fan takes the race lead here at China.
Yep. And I think, knowing Fizzy, I've known Fizzy for a while, and I think he's going to go for the softs at the end. I don't think he necessarily thinks that he is within a shot of catching up to his teammate. It's just been, a fantastic race so far for Race Fanatic. He's been going quite well, and he is out on the soft compound tires. So yeah, I expect Fizzy to come in probably next lap, lap 21, lap 22, probably fit the soft compound tires.
So non-runner then, just shy of 4 seconds from the lead on those medium tyres. So that Williams is going to get very, very handy. Race Fanatic is indeed out, and he's out in 3rd. So he's come out ahead of Tyranno Tigger. Nick B was power sliding around turn 13. That's not a surprise. That's pretty much what we anticipate. Now, what tyres is he going to go on to? And just watching him coming to his pit crew, that's the softs going onto that Renault. So yellow striped tyres on the yellow car. Not a surprise. Down in 4th. Is he going to lose that 5th position to Nuka? Oh, that's going to be close. Nope, Fizzy is out. So Fizzy comes out in 4th place.
Yep. And with a healthy gap and on fresh soft tires as well. So he should have no problems keeping Nuka behind. He's, of course, very consistent, very... he's a veteran racer, Fizzy's been doing this for a long time, so he's going to keep his cool, and I think he's going to hold on to that 4th place position.
Non-runner resumes the lead of this race in the medium shod Williams then. Race Fanatic in 2nd in the Renault on the soft tyres. 5 seconds separates him and the top spot. He has got rearview mirrors of this man, Tyranno Tigger. 6 seconds separates the Ferrari to the lead. There we just saw the top 3 in the same shot.
you have to remember Tyranno Tigger is the leader in this championship. He's won 2 out of 2 races, and as it stands right now, he's going to finish on the podium. It's not been such a great day, unfortunately, for his teammate Marco FD, currently down in 13th position, who has really just been struggling. We may have missed some incidents with him potentially. We don't know the full story exactly, but
but enough incidents we have spotted. Let's be fair.
It's a tale of 2 prancing horses, that's for sure. 2 very, very different races for these guys.
Absolutely on board with Tyranno Tigger at this point. As you see how he's chasing. Oh, he tried to jump on the inside of Race Fanatic there through turn 8, but Race Fanatic saw that one coming and did not react as Tyranno Tigger was hoping he would. So 5.1 seconds then between third and first. So these two, I believe, are closing the medium shot Williams down. Wall Race Fanatic possibly going a little bit too wide at 13. Switch to the outboard shot then. So Tyranno Tigger is well within DRS range, and indeed, yes, second and third are catching first place. Let's just jump on board with Tyranno Tigger. He's in the DRS, flies to the inside of the Renault, and Race Fanatic didn't fight it, so he saw the Ferrari coming. Big lockup for Tyranno Tigger. So Tyranno Tigger has taken that second place from the Renault then.
Yep, Tyranno Tigger last lap 0.5 quicker than non-runner. So with a 2.3 second gap and with 3 laps still to go, yeah, I would say this is not over yet. This is definitely not over yet. Now, of course, Tyranno Tigger's tires are going to fall off. Wow, that's a tongue twister. Tyranno Tigger's tires. Those are going to fall off pretty dramatically, of course, being on the soft compound in comparison to non-runner, whose tires will go off a little bit more slowly, a little bit more evenly because they're the mediums. But non-runner's tires are also older. So starter lap 26 now, just under 3 laps remaining in this race. I would say it's not over just yet for the lead.
We begin lap 27. There is your top 3. There's Race Fanatic coming into the shot. Non-runner begins the penultimate lap here in China. So as long as non-runner keeps it clean, he may yet still, but there's less than 2 seconds between Tyranno Tigger and non-runner. What was the lap time difference there, Justin?
0.5.
He's going to run out of time then. If he's only closing in at half a second a lap.
We got an overtake for P7, Berg von Trips in the Mercedes, overtaking ACR Raven into the hairpin at the end of the very long DRS straight. And actually, Berg von Trips is on a charge. Holy cow, he's already bridged the gap between himself and his teammate Nuka, who is up in P6 on the medium compound tires. Here comes Berg von Trips on these soft compound tires, and actually he's just going to let him through.
Yeah.
Nuka relegates himself down into 7th, lets von Trips go on those soft compound tires. Who's the next car up the road?
Nick B.
Berg von Trips. It's Nick
It's
B.
Raven, I think. Oh no, it is Nick B. Sorry, I went the wrong way through the order there. Nick B in the manor.
He's on primes, so let's see. He's just making his way into the double left-hander. No, I think that gap's going to be too large probably for Berg von Trips.
Final lap then. What is the gap between him and Tyranno Tigger? It is 1.6. So Tyranno Tigger is going to have to rely on a mistake from the Williams driver to take that position. Then it was just a couple of tenths, I think, in Tyranno Tigger's favour. Into turn 11, still a big lockup on the form of the Williams. Into 12 comes our race leader. Through 13, onto that back straight. Tyranno Tigger will not have DRS. It's 1.5 seconds between the pair of them. You can see on board. You can see for yourself the gap from a driver's perspective between Tyranno Tigger and non-runner, unless non-runner throws it into the wall in the final corners. Big lockup into, or possibly into 14, but he's keeping the car on the black stuff. Into turn 16 then, the line comes up very, very quickly. Here is your race winner for the Chinese Grand Prix. It is the Williams of non-runner!
Very well done. Very well deserved. Fantastic drive from him. A bit of a hectic race for sure, but it's not over just yet, actually, for 5th position. As we mentioned, Nick B does have a 3-second time penalty, and last I checked, it was about a 4-second gap to Berg von Trips, who is just making his way into the hairpin now. He's going to have an almighty final sector here if he wants to close in. Yeah, that looks like more than 3 seconds to my eye. Confirmation very
I think he's just going to be denied as Nick B is just crossing the line to take that 5th. Berg von Trips, indeed, he's still listed as 6th position, so he has lost out on that 5th just about. So, unfortunately, the interface doesn't allow me to track the cars as they come across. Just watching Sebi then in the final of the point-paying position in the Renault. There's Marco. He finished.
Wow.
Finally finished in 11th position. A torrid race for him. Odan in the Force India. He's in 12th place. He's just coming up to the final turn. So he'll be claiming 12th. Burkhoff in the McLaren. Finishing on the super softs. Christ, that was a gamble. I'm not sure that paid off for you. And Burkhoff is the last of our runners. And there is your confirmed race finishers. Non-runner taking the win in spectacular style. Toronto Ticket 2, Race Fanatic 3, Fuzzy 4th. So a good result for the Renault team there. Nick B getting an excellent 5th position there. Berg von Tripp 6th. Not a great pole man finishing in 6th. Not a great race for him. Lucas 7 in the Mercedes. ACR Raven for Red Bull in 8th. Nully in the Toro Rosso. Good effort for him, starting in 13th, finishing in 9th. Sebi rounding out your top 10. Thank you so much for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. My name has been Coney Kodiak, joined again by the excellent Fake Ghost Pirate of Justin, if I can get my words out properly. And we'll see you next time for some more AOR F1 action. Thank you very much. And thank you, Justin, for joining me once again.
Oh, my pleasure. Happy to be here. We'll see you next time, guys.
Thank you very much, and good night.